what's up? We are in Old Town Sacramento, and I'm heading to Capay Friends Church to speak for them this morning. But I thought I'd take a little quick trip through Old Town, since your Park Hoppers is all about a channel to have fun. So where better to have fun than Old Town Sacramento? Here we go. Oh yeah, here we are in Old Town Sac. You can see the horse and buggies traveling on dirt roads. Well, no you can't. There's normal cars driving around, but the buildings. Yes, the buildings are the real attraction here. As you look around, what you will find is these are historical buildings. See, this is 28 acres of historical buildings that were constructed in the early 1800s during the California Gold Rush. Kind of. Most of them have been redone. There were two major floods in Sacramento in 1850 and 1852, and so they actually raised the entire city up above where it was. You can go down into the basements or under the boards here, under the boardwalk, and actually see some of the old tunnels and the old city still there. But they trucked in a bunch of dirt just to raise this city up. Look at this place. The Fanny Ann Saloon. Great eats here. Oh yeah. Or River City Tattoo. You guys want a quick tattoo after we have some Fanny Ann? Whatever that means. Anyway, not everyone was on board with raising the city at first, but then there was another flood, and everyone got on board after that. So they didn't want to spend the money until 1862, and that flood, yeah, that was the one that got them there. So there are still tunnels underneath Sacramento all over the place because they raised it all up. But here, they wanted to restore this area because as the city moved east, this became one of the worst skid rows west of Chicago. This was just the impoverished area of town. And in 1960, a huge revitalization plan began, and 53 buildings in this area became historical buildings. So as we walk these wooden sidewalks, now we have historical buildings. We have Mississippi-style riverboats. We have old-fashioned candy shops, horse-drawn carriages, interactive experiences. If you look down this street, all the way at the end there's actually a train museum, and it's one of the best train museums that you'll ever go in. It is awesome. Look at these horse and carriages. Let's see if we can get through this traffic of this old-style city with cars that look very modern. Get out of my way, car! Get out of my way! Please don't run over me. If only there was a clown nearby to save. Yeah, hey clown. Yeah. Anyway, so like I was saying, there's an amazing train museum, and there's also this really cool 1800 schoolhouse. It's a authentic one-room schoolhouse. You see that sign over there, that BB Barney and Company? That actually means something. I bet you were asking yourself, what does that mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, there were Big Four, as they're called, from the Western Railroading District: Leland Stanford, Mark Hopkins, Collis P. Huntington, and Charles Crocker. These were the big Western railroading dudes. And so what we have here in Old Town is kind of a throwback to these guys. There's a Huntington Hopkins hardware store museum, and we just went past it. And then there's a Stanford Gallery B.F. Hastings Museum, and you can go back and check out all this Sacramento history. You can go and you'll learn about John Sutter. He was the original guy who came here in 1839 and built Sutter's Fort. Now, it's not actually right in this area where Sutter's Fort was, but it is close enough. And so Sutter's Fort is kind of the original Sacramento. This is where it all started with the gold rush, and then 1848 they actually created the city of Sacramento. And now this area, this is the Old Town area, has 5 million visitors a year. That's pretty amazing when you think about Sacramento and the surrounding area. That's home to 1.9 million people. So a lot of people are coming to this area just to go to Fats Catering and Banquet Facility, or Sky KTV Karaoke Lounge, or Copper Forge, or to see this guy walking by. Hey buddy, hey, hi, how are you too? Or Old City Kites. Yeah, it's a galaxy of kites, toys, puzzles, flags, and I missed the last word as it went by too fast. Anyway, this is just a fun area. Hi dog. And you can walk through here and check out all these stores. Now 2/3 of this area is actually owned by private individuals. 1/3 of it's with the Old Town Historical District, but the rest is privately owned. And all of these Sacramento suites and steamers and coffee shops and stores, they actually rent space in this area because it's become, as you can tell, crowded with people. Like I said, 5 million visitors. By the way, did you know that Sacramento is actually the 6th capital since 1854 for California? Yeah, I know. You probably thought Sacramento's always been the capital, but oh no, look at this guy. He parked up on the sidewalk. People today. What are you going to do? So some of the other capitals out there once was Monterey, Vallejo, Benicia, San Jose, all capitals at one point until Sacramento became the real capital. And in 1976 they even had the biggest revitalization of the Capitol building that had ever been done. So this area out here, this dock, you have a couple cool things happening out here. First of all, you got that huge steamboat, the Delta King, kind of that Mississippi style steamboat, which is actually a restaurant and a hotel. And then this beautiful picture of the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, right here in well, okay, it's not the Golden Gate Bridge, but it's kind of gold and it's cool. And there's another bridge the other way. And so this is a great place, especially at sunset, to check out these bridges, the river. Think about the flooding that would have happened, that then they had to bring all of this dirt in to raise it up. Then eventually they figured out how to actually control the river, and it's not really an issue anymore. But all of this area restored and brought here as this beautiful place for you to see some of the original looking buildings that would have been right here in this city. There's 2 counties of Sacramento, just so you know, a little fun fact. Sacramento County, but it's also, this west end is in Yolo County. You know, like you only live once. Yolo County. I'm from Yolo County. Well, here where we dare each other to do things because you only live once, right peeps? Right. Okay. Well, that has been a walk through Old Town Sacramento. There's a dark alley, night, dangerous place to go. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sure I messed up some of the facts, so if you know better, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Like, hey idiot, here is an actual fact that you said wrong. By the way, we just showed across the street a really cool shooting gallery. Really fun way to, you know, spend a little money shooting at things that pop up and do things. We're almost back to the underneath area. Now if you do go into this underneath area, what you will find, not only does it smell a lot like pot all the way through it, but there's cool skateboarders doing tricks and whatnot, and then they have spray painted both sides with all kinds of murals and cool stuff. So something to check out. Actually, why don't we just go check it out right now since we have a little bit more time, so you can see what's down this dark alley that you wouldn't want to travel at night here in Old Town Sacramento. But this goes towards downtown, the new downtown, where everything kind of moved this direction. But anyway, as we travel through this dark alley, just want to say thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Put in the comments below actual facts you know that are probably more correct, or anything else you know about this area. Some of the museums, there's actually quite a few museums in this area that are really interesting. The Pony Express originally started here, and it had a track all the way to Missouri. So if when you're walking around, you'll actually see a statue about the Pony Express. Just cool little stuff all over. Even in this dark under the freeway area, you see all this historical cool stuff to look at. So lots of great stuff. So in the comments below, let me know what I missed, what I should have said, and anything else that's on your mind. Thanks for watching. This has been your Park Hoppers, and we'll see you next time, most likely at Disneyland.